Hello everyone, dear students. This is Arindam Bag over here. So we all are enjoying our summer recess, and as you know, as decided by the college authority, we are supposed to continue our class through online medium. So it reminds me of that period when during Corona period we used to arrange classes like this, and I used to record and upload all those things over my YouTube channel. So it's been long back, so almost 1 year I didn't upload any um, video or presentation in this channel. So today I'm going to start with Christabel. We already gave brief introduction about Samuel Taylor Coleridge in my offline class. So without wasting any time, let's move on to the text. Though we have started a bit, but let's make it in a proper manner so that you may find the recording wherever it is required. So first, what you got here? So as you can see that I'm using Poetry Foundation, the website I rely on, and you can see the text over here. So Christabel Part 1 by Samuel Taylor Coleridge. 'Tis the middle of night by the castle clock, and the owls have awakened the crowing cock. To wit, to who, and hark again the crowing cock. How drowsily it crew! Celluline, the barren bridge, hath a toothless mastiff bitch. From her kennel beneath the rock, she maketh answers to the clock. 4 for the quarters and 12 for the hour, ever and I by shine and shower. 16 short owls, not over loud, some say, she is my lady's shroud. So this is the first stanza of Christabel, and as you can see from the description, so it's a kind of narrative poetry you can see over here, and you can see that it is the middle of the night from the description you can see, and it is the description of the medieval age when there used to be castle and there was no fancy or electronic clock over there. They used to maintain the time by using castle clock kind of bell, and at that time the sounds made by the owls can be heard, and to who it is actually uh, representing the sound of a bird, and then there's a sound of crowing cock. We can imagine the use of sensuousness over here, as all these are related to our ear or audio or acoustics, and it was drowsily, it was crowing, and now there is a name we have over here, that's Celluline, and he was a baron, and he happens to be the father of Christabel, and at that time feudalism was there. So Celluline, we believe he is a baron, and he had a castle, and yes, one more thing is also there. In every castle or in any establishment like that, they had guard dogs. Now here uh, there is a reference of a toothless mastiff bitch, which is a dog actually. From her kennel beneath the rock, rock means here the castle itself, she maketh answer to the clock. And whenever there is a whenever this dog hear this castle clock, it responds, and she maketh answer to it. And how it is to respond, so there is a specific type it has been represented or mentioned over here. 4 for the quarters, for every 15 minutes when there was a sound on the castle clock, it is to bark for 4 times. 12 for the hour, and when it is an hour, it used to howl for 12. So ever and I by shine and shower. Shine and shower means, shine means, sunshine. It represents good weather, and shower means bad weather or rainy season, whatever it is. 16 short howls, not over loud. So these sounds were made regularly by that dog, and there has been no exception about it. Some say, she sees my lady's shroud. My lady's shroud is actually Christabel's mother passed away at the time of her birth. It has been mentioned in the latter part of the poetry. You will find that. So some people say that this particular dog can see this, the spirit of Christabel's mother. Next is the night chilly and dark? The night is chilly, but not dark. The thin grey cloud is spread on high, it covers but not hides the sky. The moon is behind and at the full, and yet she looks both small and dull. The night is chill, the cloud is grey. 'Tis a month before the month of May, and the spring comes slowly up this way. So again, this is another part of sensuousness. You can see even in the poetry of kids, we can see the use of marvelous use of sensuousness. This one also, here we can see that night is chilly and dark. So we all experience night like that, and it is said that yes, the temperature is bit low, but it is also, it's not dark. Whether it is dark or not, there is like a question, rhetorical question, and it is said, it is saying, no, there was no darkness, was not there, there was a moonlight was there, but there is a thin gray cloud which was across the sky. It covers the sun, it covers the moonlight, but it didn't hide the sky. The moon can be seen, and at the full means it's full moon, but it still looks small and dull. The night is chill, the cloud is grey, and it is the month before the month of May, means April. So April is the month when we can see, or we can assume that in England, the change of weather can be observed. Been in Canterbury Tales also, it has been referred that when they started their journey for the shrine of Becket, there's been also mentioned about, he also mentioned about the month of April and May when it was the flowers were blooming. The lovely lady Christabel. So after the two stanza, we can see the introduction of Christabel is over here, and whom her father loves so well. Her father is a Leoline, the Baron Rich. What makes her in the wood so late, if far long from the castle gate? So Christabel is, for some reason, it is not mentioned right now, we will get to know it. For some reason, Christabel left her father's castle far long from the castle gate. Far long, the word, it represents the unit of distance, and she had dreams yesterday night of her own betrothed knight. She happens to be betrothed to a knight. She is about to be getting married. So she had a bad dream about her dearest knight. So in the midnight wood will pray. She wants to pray in the midnight for the will of her lovers that's far away. Her lover is far away. So she wants to pray for the good of his fiancé or betrothed, whatever it is, for the knight she admire and adore. So that's why she left her father's secured castle and visited the nearby wood. There is a particular place, there is an oak tree. Under the oak tree she wants to pray. She stole along, she nothing spoke. The sighs she heaved were soft and low, and naught was green upon the oak, but moss and rarest mistletoe. She kneels beneath the huge oak tree, and in silence prays. So normally in Christianity and other religions, Abrahamic religions, they do not allow, or it is not said, it is said that apart from church and other religious institute like that, you are supposed to pray in that, or you can pray in your place also. Praying to a particular tree is kind of a primitive religious habit. As you can see that the spread of Christianity at that time was there, because later on you will find that Christabel was looking for the blessings of Mary and Jesus. So they are Christians, no doubt about it, but apart from that, they have some cultural practice at that time, which can be observed over here, that she is visiting to an oak tree which was covered in moss and rare mistletoe, and she kneels beneath the huge oak tree and in silence prays. She was praying over there. The lady sprang up suddenly, the lovely lady Christabel. It moaned as near can be, but what it is you cannot tell. On the other side it seems to be of the huge broad-breasted old oak tree. So suddenly she heard a noise, and she was not sure what kind of noise it is. As you can assume, it is the middle of night, and a beautiful lady like Christabel, she was visiting this old oak tree to pray for her betrothed knight, and suddenly she heard a noise. Anyone could be scared about it, but she was not scared, but she was concerned. Yeah, bit of fear can be observed. So the night is chill, the forest bare. Why the forest is bare? Because the leaves are all gone. The spring is appearing now, it will get new leaves. That's why the forest is bare. branches are only there. It is the wind that moaneth bleak. So the noise she heard, she was concerned that whether it is the noise of the wind or something else. There is not wind enough in the air to move away the ringlet curl. So then she realized that the wind is not powerful enough, because there is wind obviously, but it's not powerful enough even to move the ringlet curl she had. It cannot be moved due to the wind. It was so weak. From the lovely lady's cheek, there is not wind enough to twirl the one red leaf, the last of its clan. All the leaves are gone. The tree shaded all those leaves, and there is only one red leaf left behind. So it is said, last of its clan, that dances as often as dance it can. So it's a single leaf which can be seen in a particular tree, a branch of a tree, and it is also not moving. It is hanging so light, hanging so high on the topmost twig that looks up at the sky. So it's on the topmost part, even it is not moving. Hush, beating heart of Christabel, Jesu Maria sailed her well. So again, we can find the essence of Christianity over here. So normally you will find in English literature the essence of Christianity all over the places, scattering, you know. So here it is direct reference. Jesu Maria sailed her well. She was asking for help. She folded her arms beneath her cloak and stole to the other side of the oak. What sees she there? So she was wearing a cloak, as it is said the night was chill. So she was wearing a cloak, and she slowly investigate the sound, what kind of sound it was, and why it was there. So she stole to the other side of the oak. And what sees she there? So there's been a question. So even being in the audience, being reading this particular poetry, even we are also eager to know that what's going on. It's in the middle of the night. Someone is moaning. There is a sound. So Christabel is trying to investigate that one. There she sees a damsel bride dressed in a silken robe of white, that shadowy in the moonlight shone, the neck that made that white robe one. Her stately neck and arms were bare, her blue-veined feet unsandaled were, and wildly glittered here and there, the gems entangled in her hair. I guess it was frightful there to see a lady so richly clad as she, beautiful exceedingly. So this is the description of Geraldine, who happens to be a supernatural character. You will get to know about it. So her description is like that. She is wearing a silken robe, which is completely white, and her neck is so white that even the white robe itself becomes pale in comparison to her complexion. And she do not have any slippers or shoes on her feet, and her blue veined feet can be observed, and there are gems entangled in her hair. So a lady like that, it's quite a show, because it's in the middle of the night and in the wood, so anybody could be frightened. But she is exceedingly beautiful, and the dress attire she is wearing, it represents that she belongs to a class. Mary Mother, save me now, said Christabel. And who art thou? Who are you? Thou means you. Mary Mother, save me now. Who are you? She was asking this lady, who are you? Why you are here? The lady, strange maid, answer made, and her voice was faint and sweet. Have pity on my sore distress, I scarce can speak for weariness. Stretch forth thy hand and have no fear, said Christabel. How camest thou here? And the lady, whose voice was faint and sweet, did thus pursue her answer made. So Christabel was inquiring, who are you and why you are here? And the lady said, have pity on my sore distress. I cannot speak due to my weariness. I am very tired. So Christabel said, stretch forth thy hand, stretch your hand, have no fear. Christabel said she was actually trying to console this character. His name is Geraldine, you will get to know it. And she was inquiring, how you came here? And the lady, whose voice was faint and sweet, she says, she answered back, and the answer was, my sire is of a noble line, and my name is Geraldine. So She belongs to a noble family, and she declares that her name is Geraldine. So it's been 15 minutes, so time to close this particular chapter, particular presentation. I will come back to you with the next part in another video. So thank you for watching this. Thank you for your support. God bless you.